Stephanie said that she doesn't feel like her and her children are welcome. Is this your decision or is this your husband's decision?
No, it's not my husband's decision. They are welcome. It's just, there's a lot of issues with her and him, and I wish they could get along better.
Why do you think they have so many issues?
He's, it's the way he comes across. He's from Chicago, and he's kind of harsh.
Does your husband think that she's a good mother?
No.
Why is that?
Because of, I guess, what I've said as far as, you know, well, one of the main things was trick-or-treating. She would not take them, all the kids trick-or-treating, and then her oldest called me and said, Grandma, can you take me trick-or-treating? And this was like after close to 9 at night. And he said, I just want to get some candy for my mom. And, you know, that hurt me and that hurt Mike. And we felt trick-or-treating is free. Why can't you just put them in the car and take them?
Do you think your daughter's a good mother?
At times, yes, but most of the time, no, I don't. I've gone over there and I've sat and watched. I watched her little one literally take apart the vacuum cleaner bag, dump it all over the floor, and sit there with it, and she did nothing.
Is that true?
That is not true.
Yes, it is.
Not true.
Yes, it is.
So
and
she's
he was
making up
naked when he
stories
did
or
it
what?
too.
I don't recall this because he loves my two youngest ones loves vacuum cleaners. I have no idea why, but they love to pull out the little thing and dump it on the floor before I could get to them. And I'm like, okay, so I gave them a vacuum cleaner that didn't have the bag or wasn't used, so they could just zoom it around the house.
How old are your children?
14, 6, 4, 3, and 2.
Do you have structure in the household? What are their rewards and consequences? Do you have something set up for all 5 kids?
I try to. Sometimes it's very difficult, and then sometimes I do admit I do.
Ask her about the kids peeing and pooping on the floor and smells like urine. And
that was getting there.
That was because they were taking off their diapers before I could get to it.
That's like a big indication. It's like, I'm ready to get potty trained.
Yeah.
Right. And that's when we started putting them, instead of diapers, we started putting them in pull-ups.
Okay.
But they would take their diaper off before we could get to them, and then they would poop somewhere.
Well, either that or they've been in their diaper too long and they're uncomfortable and you need to take the diaper because they've peed it so much.
And see, the thing I have a hard time with is I didn't raise them that way, and for me to see her like that, it hurts me as a mother. I'm not trying to be mean or she's horrible. You know, I just want better, you know, for them all.
And see, she makes it out like I'm lazy and I sit there and I do nothing. And there are some days, I mean, don't we all get overwhelmed with everything?
Sure.
And we're just at that point.
Especially if you don't have any help.
Right, and I just sit there and it's like, I don't just leave it there. But I thought maybe, you know, she might have, I mean, not that it's her job, but I mean, maybe she might have gotten and you know, picked it up and say, look, Stephanie, you're overwhelmed. I'll get it for you. You know, I thought maybe that's what might have happened.
You feel like your mom started a new life without you?
Yes, I do.